Hello, this is a question on angle of elevation and depression that I got from one of the followers. The feet of two vertical poles of height 5 meters and 9 meters are in line with the point P on the ground. The smaller pole being between the taller pole and P at a distance of 20 meters from P. The angle of elevation of the top T of the taller pole from the top R of the smaller pole is 60 degrees. So we have to calculate the distance. This 60 degrees, we have to calculate the distance RT. The very first thing we need to sketch this. So in sketching this, it comes from our understanding of what the question is like. So if we say on the ground level, there is a point P, you can call that this place point P, and there is a taller and a smaller poles. Remember, if this is point P and the taller pole can be erected here. Let's make that one here, the taller pole. So the smaller pole is here. And the question established that, let's say this is the point P on the ground, the small pole, the big pole. This small pole is said to be of the height 5 meters, and this is said to be of the height 9 meters. So now the question is the angle of elevation to the top of the from the top here to this, the angle of elevation. This angle is said to be 60 degrees. So if this place is 60 degrees, let's take note of this being the top of the longer one, then this is the point R as it is now. So the distance between these, the question says, is 20 meters. So this is 20 meters. We are then asked to calculate this distance RT. And to be able to do that, there are things we must first note. Recall that since this, we can say, let's make a point here. This point, if it takes point M, let this be a point M. So there are things we can establish. We can establish that the side RM, this side, is the same thing as this side SB. Let's first note that. Likewise, the side RS, is also equal to the side MB, which is 5 meters, right? So the distance RT, the A part, where we want to get the distance RT, that distance RT can be said to be equal to, this is the distance RT. How do we obtain that? It can be said to be equal to saying, let's adopt the use of our trigonometric ratio. Here is not known yet, but our TM is gotten from saying TB minus MB. Remember that TB is the total of 9 minus MB, which is 5. So TB, the TM, that's from here to here, is said to be 4 meters. If that is known, we can then come to say, using our trig ratio, opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite to hypotenuse, that's we call that sine theta is equals to opposite over hypotenuse, and that's our sine 60 degrees is equals to the opposite, which is Tm. The opposite Tm is 4 meters divided by the hypotenuse RT. So if you cross multiply to make RT the subject, then RT is equals to 4 divided by sine 60. Recall that sine 60, if you use your 4-figure table, it should give you 0.8660. So when we do that, our RT will give us 4.618 meters. Hence, we can say RT, the distance RT, is approximately 4.62 meters. That's to the two significant. Okay, if you are to approximate that to two significant figures, that's 4.6 meters to two significant figures. That's the value of the distance RT. Now the important part, which is the distance of the foot of the taller pole, that's from P to B. Number 2, we are asked to calculate distance PB. And recall that distance PB can be said to be equal to PS plus SB. That's PS plus SB. That's the distance. So to do that, we first need to find SB. Recall that SB is the same thing as RM. So if we use the triangle, let's say from triangle RTM, from that triangle, we can say that using tan, that's opposite over adjacent, you can see that tan 60 degrees is equals to the opposite, which is 4. Remember, that's Tm. Tm is 4 over the adjacent, which is Rm. Making Rm the subject from here, we have it to be Rm, distance Rm is equals to 4 divided by tan 60, where tan 60 is 1.732, and our Rm will then give us 2.31 meters. So since that one is clear, we can then say, therefore, distance PB, which is the distance of the foot of the taller pole from P, this is taller pole, this distance PB is equals to PS, which is 20 meters plus RM, which is equivalent to SB. So 20 plus SB, and our SB is the same thing as RM as established here. So we have it as 2.31, and that will give us 22.31 meters. And distance of the foot of the taller pole from P, which is PB, can be approximated as 22 meters or 22.0 meters to two significant figures. And by so doing, we've been able to successfully solve this problem correctly. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Click on the like button for more educational videos like this. Thank you.